I'm Amy Meckler here at the PNC Bank Arts Center for Kean University's 2008 Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Soon, nearly 2,000 graduates will be joined not only by their family, friends, and esteemed faculty, but one giant of a commencement speaker, founder of Monster.com, Jeffrey Taylor. Graduates, if you're watching, congratulations. Here's what your fellow classmates had to say while they awaited the big day. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, one of you said that your program's the best program at Kean. Why is that?
Why is our program the best program at Kean? Social work. I mean, essentially, we're working with people, helping our community, helping society. You know, it's all about helping.
The administration helped us so much. I mean, even though we're a small class, like, we got the one-to-one attention that we deserve, and we are ready to help the world.
Why is it important to stay connected to Kean University after you graduate?
I guess because it's probably much our roots. It's where we come from. You know what I mean? It's basically our foundation. It's where we started.
What are you proud of yourself about?
First generation in the family to graduate.
Yeah. Go out there to help others. We are so geared up to go and help others.
Tell me what you're so excited about.
Well, foster care has always been my love and social justice for children. And due to this program in Kean University and the BICWIC program, I will be working for DYFS. May is National Foster Care Month, so open your heart and your home. And really, they prepared us wonderfully for the foundations to do what we do and for social justice in all communities.
Can you tell me about some friendships that you made here?
Well, being that I'm probably one of the oldest ones out of the class, I have a lot of peers here, and I will always appreciate them not making me feel like the oldest one in the class.
I want to wish all the graduates, congratulate all the graduates, but especially my social work graduates. They're going forth in the world to empower people, to enable people, and they are the top of the line and the top of the drawer in terms of doing that. So I wish them all well. God bless them.
So can you tell me a little bit about your education and your friendships at Kean?
Sure. I transferred from Kean. I moved from California to New Jersey, and I joined a sorority, D-Phi. I made a lot of friends. I had a great time, figured out what I wanted to do.
And I see on the top of your cap you put imagine. What are you imagining for yourself right now?
Well, it's from the Strawberry Fields from the Beatles Park in Central Park. I'm going to go to grad school at NYU in a year.
I understand you've been at Kean for a while. Can you tell me a little bit about your longevity here?
Well, let's see. When I came here in 1966, there were stepping stones across the streams. No bridges yet. How's that?
It's a little different. Tell me about Kean today.
What a wonderful place to work. What a wonderful place to study. Tremendous difference. We've really done a good job for these kids.
So tell me, what is it like to be here today for your students?
My students? Most of them have been here for a while. I have one lady who was 22 years getting her undergraduate degree. I'm very proud of them, and I'm sure they're proud of themselves. I take full credit for the whole endeavor. Okay. Okay.
So tell me about your program here at Kean. Tell me what the major is, what's your degree, and how do you feel about it?
I'm going today getting a Bachelor of Arts degree in Media and Film with an emphasis in broadcasting. It was the best 4 years. The past 4 years were tremendous with learning how to do behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and it's just a great experience. The teachers were wonderful. They were really helpful, always there for me. So it's been a great experience. I'm ready to get going in the workforce, definitely.
So you're saying it was worth it?
Definitely worth it, yes.
So what are you doing here today?
We are graduating, finally.
Like that.
Why?
We gotta yell it. Come on.
All right, we're
One, two, three.
2, 3.
We're graduating!
So, what are you most excited about?
Just that I made it. It's taken me a really long time. The first few years I was part-time, and then I really started working diligently, and I made honors, and I'm finally graduating. So it's really an accomplishment, and going to Kean was the best experience out of the 3 colleges that I went to. Kean was definitely the best experience, and I'm just really excited that I can say that I'm a Kean University graduate.
And what are your plans after graduation? What are your dreams?
My dreams is to find a job first. I want to be a newscaster. So that's my hopes and my dreams. But I look at graduation as just the beginning. So I don't think of it as the end. I think my life is just starting right now. And today's going to be a wonderful day. It's supposed to have rain, but the sun is shining. So complete turnaround.
So tell me, what did you do at Kean?
Well, I was involved in a lot of things. Kean Idol, a lot of studio production classes. I had my own radio show. I did it all.
What are your plans after graduation? What are you excited about?
After graduation, I plan to do some freelance work, and I'm also going to be teaching in the East Orange School District, helping out with some studio production, some of those great skills I learned at Kean.
Meteorology and a rock. We have a rock.
Someone who's a... So tell me who you are.
We're the meteorology, well, the Earth Science Department, including geology and meteorology.
But we're all meteorology right here.
All meteorology here, one geology.
We started Keancast, the weather on KUTV that you guys happily air every week.
So are you really responsible for the sun this morning?
We are.
Yes,
we'll take credit for this one.
We're not going to take credit for the clouds. We're going to take credit for
as
the
soon
sun.
as it rains tomorrow, we're out. So
We've
it's
been
okay.
saying it was sunny the whole time, but you know, I don't know how many people listen to watch Keancast. That's the idea.
Tell us about Keancast.
Keancast is great. It gave us all an opportunity to get on air. We all got jobs. It's a great little resume tapes for us. And for incoming students, come in. It's a big promotion for the school. It's been great. We forecast, we learn the technology, and it's an awesome asset for us.
So what did you enjoy most about Kean University?
Probably all the opportunities that we got. We really got to grow a lot of different programs, with meteorology, with Keancast and everything. It was a good opportunity. We got to make a lot of trips. We went to Cleveland and Reno, Nevada for presentations, national conferences. Yeah, well, all the doors are open for us. It was good.
What are your plans after graduation?
Well, I'm going to continue my job at NBC and hopefully look for a full-time job after I'm done. Should be good.
What are you doing for NBC?
I do weather producing behind the scenes, and I also do 1 day a week on Weather Plus.
Did you always want to be a meteorologist?
I think all of us started at a very young age. I know I did. I started in 2nd grade when a tree blew across my window. And that was my introduction to weather.
It's really not a choice, it's a calling. Yeah, we can all.
My 8th grade teacher got me into it, so I've been there since then, all with weather.
Same here, about elementary school, about 4th grade. I knew it was basically a calling for meteorology.
His last name is Lightning, Scotty Lightning. So.
Scotty Holmes, Scotty Lightning.
I got different pseudonyms, different aliases.
Geology rocks. Oh man, I can't believe I just said that.
We all come from a lot of different backgrounds. Some of us transferred in, and our department's kind of small, so all of us know each other, and all of us have all the same classes together. So they're definitely, hopefully, good for the connections that you need for later on in life. So if one of us gets a job, then maybe we'll all get a job so that we can all help each other out. So.
Probably, we made a big dent at several conferences. I think he mentioned that before. At ours, compared to Rutgers and other schools from the area, we actually had a better showing than they did in terms of students presenting, doing research, and having posters and things like that. So, very, very good mark for the school.
What would you tell someone who's graduating next year and who's like, I'm really tired and I don't think I can do this? What would you tell that person?
Just keep pushing on, because the light's at the end of the tunnel, and just work hard and just work with your professors and all, and get help, and then you'll be fine. So.
I was in that boat, and I almost ask anyone in the department, and I was able to pull through. Just keep doing your work, no matter how late it is. You'll do it. Basically, you'll get it done.
What does that say about Kean and the opportunities at Kean to network and build friendships?
Very close relationships. You could turn to anybody, even your professors, teachers, your RA. It's wonderful. I love Kean.
Tell me a little bit about your experience at Kean.
I really loved all my professors, and my field experiences were great, and I really feel that I'm prepared to be a good teacher.
And why did you choose teaching?
Oh, that's a long story. Long story short, I had a little girl. I went to volunteer at her school, fell in love with it, and decided to go to school for it. And now, 5 years later, I'm done and I'm ready to have my own classroom.
So you're not required to be here today, right? So why are you here?
We're here because we're here to honor the students. We're very proud of our wonderful students, and we are here to celebrate.
And who's the little one behind you on your arm there?
Donovan from Public Administration. I'm the MPA director.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. It's always wonderful to be out here and meet the parents and see the students off and get a chance to see everybody and say hi and just show our Kean spirit.
So what do you think of the Kean students graduating today? What mark are they gonna make in the world?
Well, I think we have some wonderful students. You know, the people who come here are the ones who are working, supporting families, doing 10 other things, and getting an education. And you can get an education anywhere, but you can't make up for that kind of maturity and motivation. So I'm always excited to see where our people have gone. I've been here 15 years now, and I always love to hear from the students and all the wonderful things they've done.
Okay, I'm standing here with some very important women. Very proud graduate of Kean today, and an alumna of Kean, so a soon-to-be alumna, and an alumna with her bachelor's degree and master's degree. What kind of advice then do you give to your sister and the graduates?
Okay. My advice to the graduates and to my sister is to just make choices that make you happy and to do some things you love and that you have a passion about. And I think as long as you choose a happy thing, then you can't go wrong because it's your life. She just finished doing Pirates of Penzance.
You were awesome in Pirates of Penzance. I watched it, so tell me how did it feel to be in that show?
Well, it was definitely a challenge. It was the hardest show I've ever done because I've never done an operetta before, and it was a new style, and it was definitely something to work for. And in the end, it paid off because it was such a great experience.
Tell me about your friendships at Kean.
Oh my gosh, I've met some people who I know will be in my life forever. And getting to being very involved like I was, being involved in theater, and that's how you meet people who are important, doing things you love.
Great, thanks. Have fun. I'm here with Jeffrey Taylor, founder of Monster.com and Eons.com, and he's our commencement speaker here today at the undergraduate commencement ceremony for Kean University. What qualities about you contributed to your success?
Well, you know what's interesting? Our monster, his name is Trumposaurus, right? He has big eyes, and he has a trumpet. He's meant to kind of trumpet the success of you as a job seeker. That's me, really. It's in some crazy way, or at least it's been accused of being me. And I think that the Monster experience is all about the job seeker. It's like we started out with there's a better job out there, and then we went to kind of never settle. And we talk about it's half about a better job, it's half about a better life. And now it's really about today's the day. Get out there and get that job, push yourself. Monster has a famous commercial. When I grow up, I want to file all day. Of course we don't want to file all day. We need to push ourselves. I want to claw my way up to middle management. I want to be replaced on a whim. That commercial really set the stage for an emotion that's really across job seekers, not just in the United States, but all 36 countries where we're located.
So what might have started as a dream for you, and now you're here as a much sought after commencement speaker and someone who inspires a lot of people. How did that happen, and how do you feel being here?
How did it happen? I think it's complicated, right? Life evolves. I did have a dream. My dream was a big idea, a monster idea. I was going to build a bulletin board system, or a BBS, and so my idea originally was the Monster Board. The World Wide Web was invented while I was trying to build a BBS in 1994, and I had an opportunity to create Monster.com. I knew about job hunting in the New England area. I grew up in Boston. Pretty quickly it was in the United States, and then it was in Canada, and then it was in the UK, and then it was in the Netherlands, and in France, and Italy, and Germany, and Singapore. And this story, this kind of idea that job seekers need a challenge, and their goals are out there. They just have to keep pushing themselves. That's me too, right? I didn't start out knowing I was going to build a world-class brand and an over $1 billion revenue company, and that 9 out of 10 working adults in the United States would know the Monster brand top of mind. That's something that happened over the last 12 or 13 years. I think my message for job seekers, when I think about commencement today, is really, obviously, world peace and to end the suffering is a challenge for us all. But I'm really going to bring two things to the table. One is about learning, and the other is about friendships. And my main message here about learning is if you're nervous, you're in danger of learning something. And so put yourself in a situation where you're nervous. I can honestly say over the course of the years at Monster, I was nervous. I had no idea how to do lots of the different things that we've done. Going public is something that you never experience, and I had that opportunity. I think from a big picture perspective for each of you, the idea of being nervous means that you're putting yourself at risk and you're taking risk and creating momentum in your lives. My other message is about friendships. I lost my best friend at 49 and last Memorial Day. I never told him he was my best friend. We were friends for 25 years. Guys don't say that to each other. I think women are better at it, but I think that there's a point where you really need to realize that making friends is ubiquitous as you're graduating from college. There are friendships everywhere, but it's not that way through your whole life. Your friendships narrow, and you really want these friendships, and so the friendships you're making now become valuable. Well, I think it really ties into what I just said about learning and about friendships. Friendships actually becomes your network, and your network is very important, and you always need to nurture that network. And about learning and about taking risks. And I have a surprise here that I'm going to bring out today. This is a banana, and we were taught to open a banana upside down. A banana grows on a plant, not on a tree, but it grows this way. And the way a gorilla eats a banana is they open this end where the flower grows. And it's much easier. I'm not going to do it now because I'm going to do this in front of everybody. But if you peel a banana from this side, it opens right up. I see people in airplanes trying to saw off this stem, and they try to break the stem, and it splits open, and they're basically the banana's in jail, and they're trying to get it out. This is about, you don't have to do things the way everybody tells you to do things. The shortest distance between 2 points we learn in 4th grade is a straight line. Well, the reality is our lives are not a straight line, and we have to do it our way. There are lots of ways to get to the goal. You just have to have the fortitude and basically create that momentum in your career. As it relates to jobs out there, I think the whole thing for graduates, don't take the summer off. There's such a enticing view of the world to say, look, I'm going to party the summer and I'll start looking for a job in September. Well, everyone else is thinking the same thing, so you got to jump on it. Maybe only a third of your competition is looking for a job in June and July and August, whereas you'll have a full-on competitive set in September. Start early. The economy's a little bit squirrely right now. I like to see you out there, loaded up, get those irons in the fire. Very old expression which says get 5 or 6 or 7 job interviews lined up because one of those will come through for you.
So I'm here with Michelle Gatson-Williams, an alumna of 1991 from Kean University. She's receiving an honorary degree today. I'm just wondering how you feel about that.
I am just elated. It's been a long time since I've been on Kean University's campus. It's great to be back, and words cannot describe how I'm feeling about receiving this degree. It's just so thrilling, and my family's here, my husband's here, everyone's here to celebrate along with me, so it's just beyond words.
So tell me, what is it that you're doing these days?
Well, I now live and work in Switzerland for Novartis Pharmaceuticals. I am their global head and vice president of diversity and inclusion. And essentially what that means is I develop strategic guidance, strategies to ensure that we have a diverse workforce, but more importantly, we serve our marketplace that is becoming also very diverse, but also within the walls of Novartis that we're creating a culture where every single individual feels valued, where they have a seat at the table, where there's equity and parity in the workplace. So I know that sounds like utopia, but essentially that's what we're striving for.
It must be quite a challenge to accomplish that goal. And I'm sure these graduates also experience challenges right away, right after graduation. Any advice for the graduates today? They'll be watching this.
You know, I'd say stick to your principles. Do not compromise your integrity. It's all about, branding yourself, differentiating yourself from the masses. It's a competitive world out there, and you have to be unique and different, and understanding who you are and what those unique differences are, and really honing in on specific skills. I would also say, just enjoy what you're doing. I am so honored today that I'm being recognized for work that I've found such a love and a passion for. It's just really unbelievable to be here. So thank you very much for this opportunity.
I enjoyed talking to everybody. It was great to talk to Jeffrey Taylor, our commencement speaker. I hope you enjoyed what Michelle had to say, our honorary degree recipient. I'm Amy Meckler. Let's go watch the ceremony.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Gene Enlow, Chairman of the Board of Trustees at Kean University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, salutations and congratulations. This is the first time that I've really understood the influence of Dr. Farahi when he spoke to the meteorology department very seriously yesterday about their forecast, and he demanded clear weather, and look what we have. We welcome each of you to Commencement 2008. Today, we will bring an official end to an enormously successful academic year at Kean University. I cannot think of a more fitting way to close the 2008 school year than by bidding farewell to a truly stellar class of graduates. It is now my privilege to declare this commencement ceremony officially underway. Our commencement speaker asked me to remind you to turn off your cell phones and pagers. Please. If you feel more comfortable without your caps on, you may remove them, but you'll need to put them back on when asked to do so by the President later in the ceremony. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence to remember our troops who are bravely serving overseas, as well as our departed alumni and friends. Thank you. Please remain standing. Please remain standing as Kean University student Stephanie Chelston sings the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Stephanie. Please remain standing for the invocation by Reverend Thomas Blend of the Kean University campus community.
And Lord, we, your people, representing many cultures and faiths, gather here today to acknowledge you, to give you praise, and to give thanks for these graduates. We recognize the achievements of those who have worked so hard to acquire their degrees. We look to you as that source of wisdom. Continue to bless these graduates and their efforts. May they use their knowledge, their gifts, and talents for the benefit of all humanity. Also, in gratitude, we acknowledge the administration, faculty, staff of Kean University for providing the resources, knowledge, and schools of higher learning to assist these graduates in obtaining their goals. Lord, also bless the graduates' families for their love and support shown to them throughout these years. In the spirit of the Lord, in the spirit of all humanity, may we show reverence, foster peace, justice, and love amongst all people. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Blend. Why are you standing? As we begin, I'd like to take a few moments to explain what's going to happen in terms of conferring degrees today. As you can see in your program, we will hear from a number of student leaders, we will bestow honorary degrees, and we will be entertained by some of Kean University's most talented singers and musicians. And we will hear from our distinguished commencement speaker, Mr. Jeff Taylor. The graduates will then be officially recognized for their achievement as a group by program from which they've graduated. At the conclusion, I will declare the ceremony over and ask those who wish to recess to do so orderly. This is key. At that point, the students have two options. If you'd like to have your individual name read and walk across the stage to receive your diploma cover and have your picture taken with your dean, then you will be asked to stay in your seats. A second ceremony will begin approximately 20 minutes after the end of this ceremony, at which time the deans will read the names of the graduates. We would ask that the families of those who are staying for that second ceremony to remain in your seats under the amphitheater. Those who are currently on the lawn, you may be allowed to fill in the empty seats in the back sections, but we ask that you leave the front section for the graduates only, or else it becomes very confusing and disorganized. Students who do not wish to stay for the second ceremony can pick up your diploma cover in the large tent next to the amphitheater where you robed this morning. There will be photographers in the commencement photo tent next to the diploma tent if you would like to have official photographs with your family or friends. If you get confused, please ask one of the marshals in the royal blue robes for assistance. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce the Kean University President, Dr. Dawood Farahi.
Did you guys sleep last night? I couldn't. I was actually too excited last night. I got up around 3 o'clock in the morning, got all dressed up, brushed my suit, and looked at myself and said, "You look pretty good." Then I saw something missing. I needed to put on some jewelry. And look at this. My daughter calls it the serious bling bling. Guess why I put it on? Because you're here. I only do that twice a year, once for the graduate commencement and once for you, for all 2,128 of you. The chairman said a little about the weather improving and give credit to the meteorology department. Absolutely not true. They predicted rain. And this is not the first time these guys have been wrong. So what I need to do is to ask your patience to introduce all of the podium members, and please hold your applause until I have completed my introduction. Colette Kennedy, student representative from the Council for Part-Time Students. Kush Parikh, student organization representative. David Thompson, senior class president. Jacqueline Cutting, Kean alumna class of 1958. Professor Myra Weiger, the university's senior faculty member with the College of Education. Reverend Thomas Blend, university chaplain. Carol Gubernat, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Vivian Rodriguez, Associate Dean for the College of Education. Mr. Jim Hines, Chairman of the Kean University Foundation. Ed Esposito, President of the Kean Alumni Association. Philip Connolly, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Janice Murray Lowry, Vice President for Student Affairs. Vincent Burke, Vice President for Campus Planning. Doug Nelson, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and President of the Kean University Foundation. Dr. Frank Weda, Senior Lecturer and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Ocean County College. Lowell Harwood, Trustee Emeritus of the Kean University Board of Trustees. Dr. Jabo Yu, Interim Dean of the College of Natural, Applied, and Health Sciences. Dr. Frank Esposito, Interim Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Vinton Thompson, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Christy Riley, Dean of the Nathan Weiss Graduate College, Dr. Kenneth Dollarhide, Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. Carol Schaefer-Koros, Dean of the School of Visual and Performing Arts, Dr. Alfred Natoko, Dean of the College of Business and Public Administration, Mina Kusa, Student Trustee, Helen Payne, Baltimore, Kean University Trustee, Donald Serrero, Kean University Trustee, Ada Morell, Vice Chair of the Kean University Board of Trustees, Ms. Michelle Gatson-Williams, Kean alumna and honorary doctorate recipient, Mr. Eugene Enlow, Chairman of the Kean University Board of Trustees, Mr. Jeff Taylor, Commencement Speaker, Ms. Linda Lewis, member of the Kean University Board of Trustees, Mr. Michael D'Agostino, Secretary of the Kean University Board of Trustees. So good morning, class of 2008. This was not sufficient. Good morning, class of 2008. Now we're talking. I have two options. I read the speech or I talk to you. Which one? Okay, so then later on I got to go to the speech because I got some business with you guys, right? Okay. Now, you wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for a whole bunch of people that supported you, put up with you, and from whom you always borrowed money and always told them you'd be home by 11 and never showed up till 1. And you couldn't get this great education if it wasn't for the faculty here at Kean University. So get up, turn around, and yell as loud as you can and say thank you. Some of the ones in the back didn't hear you. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, you got done. The accounting department is still working on it. Here's my advice to you. 5 very simple things. You want to listen to it? 5 very simple things. And they all start with the letter C. Number 1, complain. Do you know people who complain about everything in life? Too cold, too hot, too warm, too humid, too soft, too hard, and they see problems in everything they encounter. You know anybody like that? Stay away from them. They bring you down. They're not worth the time. Number 2, the second C. Think about the second C is about change. Change is the only constant thing in life. Everything changes regardless of whether you want it or not. You know people who hate change, right? Who hate getting up in the morning, who hate getting up, going to work, who hate going home after work. They hate the cell phones because they just changed those buttons on them. They hate the VCR because they don't have buttons anymore. They want that Betamax still working. But change is part of life. Think about it for a second. Change, you could look at it as an opportunity or you could look at it as an obstacle. If you look at it as an opportunity, you can create your own future. You got that? Say yes or no. There you go. The third C. What is the third C? No, the third C. I'm going to send the marshals to find out if he has any parking violations. The third C is complexity. Everything today is more complex than it was yesterday. That is a fact. Just think about the first time you got a cell phone and those 60 pages of instruction, right? You said, I'm never going to get this straight. Now, you probably are on your fourth or fifth cell phone, and it's probably less than an inch thick, right? And you're on it 24 hours a day. And you text message in the classroom to a buddy while your teacher is talking. That's what I'm talking about, complexity. Complexity, if you learn it, you can make it simple. Just imagine the internet. Remember back in the old days when you needed to look up something? You would say, get the encyclopedia. Now, Google it. Right? One day, I get home, I called my daughter, her name is Ann, because I wanted to talk to her and see if she wanted something to eat. I call on the cell phone, doesn't answer. Landline, doesn't answer. And I know she's on the computer because I see the IMing going on. Doesn't answer that one either. So I get home and I said, Annie, why couldn't you pick up the phone? She says, I never answered the landline, Dad. I said, okay, but what about the cell phone? She says, I'm busy. So what about the computer? I'm doing a paper. I said, wait a minute. You have this one on speakerphone with 4 people. You have the other one in here with your Bluetooth, and then you're typing up a paper. She says, yep. I said, can you do all of this? He says, Dad, you don't get it, do you? That is complexity that for your generation is very simple, isn't it? And for some of us, it may be a little hard. But what you consider to be simple today will be much more complex tomorrow. If you learn how to deal with complexity, you will get wherever you want to be. The fourth C is a very simple one, and it's called compassion. Compassion is a very simple concept. If you don't have it, life becomes meaningless, totally meaningless. If you don't have passion for your job, if you don't have passion for what you do, if you don't have passion for your beliefs and value systems, life becomes one gigantic bore. You get that? The last one is the best one. It starts with a C, and it's called confidence. If you have it, you can choose your mountain, and you would have absolutely no problem reaching to the top. There's one thing you need to remember about confidence. Everything that you do today is all about the attitude you have about the world. If your attitude is, I'm going to go, I'm going to get it done, I'm going to be number one, you will be number one. If your attitude is, yeah, I'm doing the best I can. You know people like that, right? Stay away from them. What you need to do is believe in yourself, believe in your own value system, know exactly where you want to go, know exactly how you want to get there, and by golly, you will get there, because I did. I came to this country in 1973 with less than $200 in my pocket. I was cleaning doctors' offices at night and going to school during the day. And now I got 3 parking spots. So you get the message? So if I could be standing in front of you here today, every single one of you could stand in here or any organization that you choose. Just remember the 5 C's. Remember them? No complaining about hard work, because the people who complain the most always do the least. You got that? Those who complain the most always do the least. And the last one was confidence. Don't ever sell yourself too short. If you sold yourself short, your attitude will change, and nobody will take you seriously. I had a quote here from Robert Kennedy, and it's in the text that you told me not to read. So I'm trying to paraphrase this the best I can, unless I can find it. But here's the simple way of looking at it is this. You, all 128 of you, our hope lives on with you. And our dreams never die because of you. You got that? And that's what you need to think about it. The next generation that comes after you, your hopes go with them and your dreams stay with them. So thank you very much and congratulations one more time. And when you dare to dream, seize the opportunity, find the big idea, go for it, and get it done. And now back to the business side of this business. Today, we also have the first ever graduates of our New Jersey Center for Science and Technology and Mathematics Education. All 11 of them. Where are they? Stand up. These 11 are graduating today and going back to school on Monday to get a master's degree. And by the way, I got 44 graduate programs, 2 new doctoral programs, just in case you're interested. Otherwise, the dean would have killed me unless I said so. So congratulations and thank you very much. We also have another group of people for the first time. We have 52 graduates of Kean University's Ocean County campus. Are you there? Are you here? Can stand up. Give them a round of applause. Well, I want to move on, but I want to just tell you one simple thing. You know how important you guys are? You have no idea. There are 20,800 people here today to see you graduate. That ain't bad, is it? 20,800 people came here to see you graduate. Just imagine each one of them give you $100. But in the last 4 years, or 5 years for some of you, maybe 6 for some of you, I'm stopping at 6. That you've been with Kean University, you became part of Kean University, and you will always be part of Kean University. And I hope we become part of you. So if you're going to graduate college, we'll see you next year. But if you're going in that world to make your mark, you must come back to Kean every now and then, with 2 differences. 1, you could park easier. 2, you get to walk on the grass. But you gotta take your shoes off. Now for some student reflections, I'm pleased to introduce the representatives from our student governance organizations. First, I would like to introduce Ms. Colette Kennedy, representing the Council of Part-Time Students. Colette?
Hello. Thank you, Board of Trustee members and President Farahi. Many graduates here today entered college fresh out of high school. Some of you were able to complete this dream within 4 years, while others of us endured the parking challenges much longer. My journey in higher education began a few years late, but the beginning will never be forgotten. My first night of college was an English 101 class at a county college not far from Kean University, and it was the evening of September 11th, 2001. Yes, the September 11th. The events of that day will forever be ingrained in my memory, and the syllabus I received that evening is no exception. How ironic that the primary topic explored in the course was, what does it mean to be an American? I can think of no better way to summarize an answer to this question 7 years later than to feel the energy level amongst my fellow graduates here today. Graduating college is definitely part of the American dream, and I'm thrilled to know we have all achieved this after such dedication and commitment. Kean's mission statement includes a strong focus on diversity. As you look throughout the audience today, you will see that the richness of diversity is not limited to our ethnic backgrounds, but also includes a wide array of non-traditional age students as well. Kean University's Council for Part-Time Students provides a strong support for many adult learners. CPTS offers many benefits for those who may be balancing other factors in life, such as having families and young children at home and/or working at least one job. The council provides refreshments during evening classes for the students who do not have time to stop between work and class. And they also distribute coffee to those attending Saturday morning classes. CPTS also brings awareness of events on and off campus, such as Family Day, Zoo Day, and Homecoming. These activities help make a part-time student feel part of something bigger than just running in and out of their classes. Thank you, CPTS, for all of your support. In closing, I would like to once again take this opportunity for all of us to thank a few other people here today. Fellow graduates, please stand. Okay. Turn around and give a hand once again to our faculty, family members, and loved ones for their support and understanding. It has been a pleasure to be here today. Congratulations, class of 2008. We did it.
I would like now to introduce to you Mr. David Thompson, the senior class president.
Thank you. Good morning. I would like to acknowledge the graduating class of 2008, President Farahi, Kean University faculty and staff, members of the Board of Trustees, and our family and friends that have joined us on this celebrated day. As I stand before you today and reflect back on all the wonderful memories I have had at Kean University, I am thankful. I am thankful I was given the opportunity to be a part of such an incredible university. Kean University has given us an experience that we will never forget. Our faculty has given us the necessary knowledge and tools for success as we graduate from Kean. We thank you for all of your support and encouragement that you have shown to the students. I would also like to thank the student body of Kean University for allowing me to serve you as senior class president for student organization. The professionalism that I have learned being in this organization has allowed me to show my fullest potential to the Kean University community. I am honored and privileged to have been given the opportunity to serve you as senior class president for one of the most exceptional student governments. Thank you. Most importantly, I would like to thank my father, my mother, my uncle, and my stepmother for being instrumental in the development of my life. Without your guidance, I would not be the man that stands before you today. I love you, and I thank you for your wisdom. In honor of my brother, Larry Jr., I would like to dedicate all of my accomplishments, all of my hard work and accomplishments to him. I'd like to congratulate the graduating class of 2008. Oh yes, oh yes. You have worked hard for this day, and my message to you is this. You are the architects of your own future. Build a masterpiece. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Kush Parikh, representing the Kean University Student Organization.
Okay, if everyone could please stand. No, I'm just playing. You got stay seated. Good morning. I'd like to acknowledge the members of the Board of Trustees, President Farahi, Kean University faculty and staff, our families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2008. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here today for such a remarkable occasion. Embarking on this journey of great accomplishments, I congratulate the class of 2008. From life's obstacles to memorable times, we thank family, friends, and Kean University for providing us with the opportunity to continue on our endless journey and road to success. I would like to thank the Kean University student body in giving me the opportunity to serve you as president for student organization for the past 2 consecutive years. With this experience, I have surpassed any expectations that I had when I first started here at Kean University. On a personal note, I want to thank my parents and all the wonderful people of Kean University in sharing this moment with you. For the class of 2008, there are many challenges yet to come. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and remember, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Thank you, and good luck.
Good thing he didn't make a parking joke. He usually blames me for parking problems. There is no parking problem, is there? This morning when you came in, you went right through, didn't you? Solved, right? It is my pleasure, one of my greatest pleasure that I've had during the past few years is to show you and showcase the magnificent talent by performers of Kean University in the music and theater departments, faculty and staff who participate in those programs. Today, you will get to enjoy some of the very best. The first musical number will be performed by graduating seniors and pianist Allison DeCani, followed by a fellow graduating senior, Daniela Suarez, also on piano. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our commencement speaker. And to introduce our commencement speaker is Trustee Linda Lewis. Linda?
Good morning, graduates of Kean University. Congratulations to you all. I'm very pleased to introduce your commencement speaker, Mr. Jeff Taylor. Jeff, you epitomize the American dream. As a visionary and big-picture entrepreneur, you saw from the very beginning how the power of the Internet would forever change how the world communicates. More importantly, as the founder of Monster.com, you personally changed how the world does business. This monster of an idea, conceived at the dawn of the World Wide Web, has grown into the world's predominant online career site. Like most overachievers, the monumental success with Monster.com only propelled you to the next challenge. Your subsequent company, Eons.com, has encouraged millions of baby boomers and seniors to follow their dreams, celebrate their accomplishments, and make the most of every day. An approach that has certainly worked for you in all of your endeavors. Forward thinking involves taking risks and charting courses through the unknown challenges that await the global community. As a visionary and proven leader in the harnessing of evolving trends, I can think of no better person to address the tremendous pool of talent that is gathered today. Ladies and gentlemen, your commencement speaker, Mr. Jeff Taylor.
Good morning. How about a monster welcome to the 2008 graduates of Kean University, huh? And how about an equally monster welcome to the faculty and leadership, to the parents, to the family and friends, and to the members of this vibrant community that are out here all the way up to the top of the fields. Graduates, this is a big day, yeah? I was trying to figure out, this might be arguably the biggest day of college. You've had other experiences that might be marked as the big day, but I know you've reached out to me for my wisdom, for my advice, and hopefully for my energy to make this an exciting day. But at 47, I don't feel like I have all the answers. In fact, I feel like I have so much to learn, and yet I'm humbled by how little I know. When I look at this, I decided to do a little research. I had this idea, and I started asking around, who remembers their commencement speaker? Right? I asked my friends, my focus groups like you all have. No one remembered what their commencement speakers said. They didn't even remember their commencement speakers. I saw a woman dressed like you at lunch last week. She graduated from one of the big colleges in Boston. And I went up to their table. She was with her family. And I said, who was your commencement speaker? And they all went, no idea. So my name is Jeff Taylor, and I am the founder of Monster and Eons, and I'm here to speak to this class today. Are you ready to listen? So I dug deeper. I went to Bill Gates. I went to Oprah, Jimmy Carter, Tom Brokaw, Paris Hilton for commencement speeches. No, not Paris. No. Right? But I found they all had quotes from famous people. These speakers talked about global warming and being green, world peace, making a difference, changing the world. I like Tom Brokaw's words, the best of it all. He basically said, he talked about mind-boggling, world-altering, exhilarating, disorienting change. So I'm going to be a little bit more simple. I'm going to talk about friendships. At the end of the day, you're the first graduating class of the Facebook generation. Facebook was founded in February of 2004. You have had Facebook for all of your college or most of your college education. You're the first generation to actually collect friends and actually have a count of your friends. You have the opportunity, the wonderful environment to make friends. Friends are almost ubiquitous. The reality is this is not as easy to do as you get older. I did more research, talked about my friends and your friends and me and my friends, Facebook friends and MySpace friends. I'm a DJ. I have 6,000 best friends on MySpace right now, right? So I want friends in high places. I think you do. So I looked at the Wiki. For those of you that don't know the Wiki, and I know you know, it's kind of the online dictionary, and I looked up friends. You know what it said? Friends are a Swedish rock group. It said Friends are a popular American sitcom from 1994 to 2004. It said it's the second track on Led Zeppelin 3 in 1970. And then it said Super Friends. I was like, okay, we have to learn about Super Friends. And that's when you collect one or more superhero in the same place. So I looked at Webster's. Webster says one attached to another by affection and esteem. I was like, ooh, that sounds scary. So I went to CollegeNet. I found a comment from a guy named Jay Johnson, September 4th in 2007. He asked, what is the definition of a true friend? I liked what he said. He said, my definition of a true friend is someone who's going to love me for me. I want you to think about your friends as I'm saying this. Friends in good times and bad, they can find out about my past and they still love me. They are here to listen anytime I need to talk or cry. They will not tell any of my secrets unless these secrets will endanger my life. They don't talk about me behind my back. They can be truthful with me regardless of what it may be, or even if it hurts my feelings. They don't end up disappearing from my life, and we remain close. I would do anything for them, they would for me. In other words, they would take the shirt off their back. And they must have a kind heart. The most important thing of a true friendship is to be friends back in return. So for all these, they are, and they will, and they don't, and they can, it's in consideration that I also will do the same for them. It takes two to make good friendships. My best friend died last year at 49. I was friends with him for 25 years. I never told him he was my best friend. Guys don't tell each other we're best friends. That's a scary moment, right? But I never had a chance to say that I loved him. And I want you to take a moment. I know your phones are on anyway. Text your best friend and just say, you rock. Can you do that for me? Yes? So it is about friendships. You know who you are. Keep those friendships forever. I'm looking out at all of you, and I see a bunch of PhDs. Do you feel like PhDs? I talk about PhDs as passion and hunger and drive. Do you have those things? There are a couple quotes I want to make sure I include. The first one is Calvin Coolidge. He said, nothing in the world will take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men and women with talent. I added the woman. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, press on, has solved and always will solve the problems of the world. I love learning. This is what we've been doing. It's a process. It's a life skill. Your graduation creates some sort of anxiety. Do you feel it? You're not really scared, but you're nervous. I have this thing, if you're nervous, you're in danger of learning something. And you should put yourself in that position as often as you can. You know, I've dedicated my life to helping people love their jobs. You realize we dream and we agonize and we worry and we fantasize about our careers. But it's not a team sport. Everyone's got an opinion, but you are the one that's responsible for your career. I did a commercial for Monster that talked about this. It goes something like this. When I grow up, I want to file all day. I want to claw my way up to management. I want to be replaced on a whim. Yes, sir, no, sir, anything for a raise, sir. When I grow up, I want to be underappreciated. I want to be paid less for doing the same job. And when I grow up, I want to be forced into early retirements. What am I trying to say here? I'm nervous too. After 13 years at Monster, I left my job. I retired for 6 weeks, and I started a brand new company called Eons. It was exhilarating and anxiety-provoking at the same time. It's already been 2 years. I still don't know exactly what I'm doing in building my new company, but I've got the fortitude, and I believe. For all of you, you're going out into the world. You're going to meet the movers and shakers and visionaries of the world. You're going to go out there and find a job. How many of you have a job right now? Right? So my question for you is, do you have the right job? Some of you will have 9 jobs by the time you're 32 years old, right? So we start out one place and we end up in another. So pick your job wisely and think about that job. Ask questions. You have a college education. You can ask, why should I come and work at your company? It's a confident position. It's a position that will create strength. Dr. Seuss is my other person I love. Oh, The Places You'll Go is a book. Did any of you get this for graduation? This is the strangest book. I still don't understand this book. But basically, he says in this book, you can get so confused and you start in to race down long, wriggled roads at a breakneck pace. And you grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward the most useless place, the waiting place. Do you know this place? Right? Your president talked about it. It's the place where people are waiting for the train to go, or the bus to come, or the plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring. You know this place. You don't want to go to the waiting place. Where do you want to go? You want to go where the boom bands are playing. You want to go where the noise is. Today at Kean University, this is where the boom bands are playing. Can you hear them? Okay, the last thing I know in my research is that you want to have fun. Would it be okay if I come off this podium and come and say hi to you guys? Yes? All right. Can you hear me? So, I have this thing. I am proud. Right? I'm proud. I just am a proud person. Are you proud? I am proud that you are graduating today. Are you proud? So, when I say "and I want you to say, "I am proud." Can I hear it? So when I say "and I," you're going to say, now, all of you out here, I want you to be involved with me. If they say "I am proud" and they do a good job, I'd like you to say "and we are proud." Can we do it? So let me hear it in the background. They're going to say "I am proud," and you are going to say, no, stronger. I want it tight. I want "we are proud." On three. 1, 2, 3. All right, it's been a long journey, and I... All right, that's good. That's good. All right, I got some more words. Are you with me? All right, I'm going to talk about the future. I want you to say, "I believe." Can you do that? No shit, we're going to do this right now. All right, I'm going to talk about the future, and you're going to say, but I want it to come from within. I want to hear it. I'm going to talk about the future. I want you to say, I'm going to talk about Kean University. I want you to say, "We rock," because we do rock. All right? I'm going to talk about Kean University. I want you to say, "We rock." All right, I'm going to talk about graduation, and I want this all out across here too. When I talk about graduation, I want you to say, "Hallelujah, baby." All right, can you do that? So I'm going to talk about graduation, and you're going to say, hallelujah. And for you parents and family and friends that have been helping out with this process, there is a hallelujah for you too. I want to hear it from up here because they want to broom you guys out because there's another group coming in behind you. So I'm going to talk about hallelujah, right? I'm going to talk about graduation, but I want you to put your arms in the air when you say hallelujah. Can you do that? So I'm going to talk about graduation, and you're going to say, all right, now we got it. I got one more. I'm going to talk about the economy, and I want you to say, hold on. The economy needs your help. I want you to say, "to the Batmobile" for me, okay? All right, so I'm going to talk about the economy. I love this right here. "To the Batmobile." All right. So, I'm going to talk about the economy, and you're going to say... Now, remember, Robin is working on that huge computer. It's the size of a house. And you know when you're working on your computer, you do not want to go to dinner. You got to have urgency about it. So when you say "to the Batmobile," give me a little head movement like this. Like, you're Batman. You got to get him motivated, right? All right, so you want to do this together? We are gathered here this morning to discuss the future. I said the future. Gathered around me, the men and women, the talented Kean University graduates. I said the talented Kean University graduates. We are here gathered for a special day. This day is so important. Why is it important? Because it is our graduation. I want to see the arms up on top. This is an important day. This is our graduation. I want you to take a moment and smell the roses. You don't get much opportunity to do this. Take your virtual rose, putting it out in front of you. All right, hold it right here. What do you do with the rose? We're going to take that rose, and we're going to take that rose in. I want to hear you taking it in. This is fantastic what you've accomplished. Smell those roses. Take them in. This feels good. Right? So, on the horizon, things are changing. The new economy. I said the new economy needs your help. Every change will have more impact, more relevance with your individual contributions. You know who you are. Kean University. I said Kean University has given you the tools. It's given you the confidence. It's given you the confidence, right? Kean University is here to reward you for your hard work today. Why are we, and what are we rewarding? This is a milestone now. This is your graduation. I said your graduation. So all eyes are on the future. All eyes are on the future. All eyes are on you. Give yourselves a nice round of applause. So, are you having fun? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to give you all my secrets. This is everything I learned over the last 20 years. It's going to be quick fire hose, so pay attention. My first one. I'm going to teach you how to peel a banana. We were taught 150 years ago in this country how to peel a banana. There was actually a little card that went with the banana bunch that showed you how to peel it. You're supposed to break open the stem and you open it up. You do not eat the outside. You only eat the inside, right? But the problem was they got it all wrong. Do you know the way the banana grows on a plant? You think it's a tree, but it's a plant. How does it grow? It actually grows this way. They all hook right here on the stem. The flower is right here. So if a gorilla is coming up to this bunch of bananas, how is he going to eat that banana? All right? Now, I am messing with your head on this because every time you eat a banana from now on, you're going to be there holding on to that stem. I want you to remember this. Do you want this? No. So someone came up to me after one of my presentations and said, you know what? A pumpkin is the same thing. How do you cut open a pumpkin? Why? You cut it open from the top, you cut all the way around, and then you reach down all the way in, all the way up to your throat, and you get those seeds out, right? Why don't you cut the bottom of the pumpkin off? Take one cut with a knife, get rid of all the seeds, then take your handle and put your pumpkin back on top. Genius, yeah? I have forever changed Halloween for you, and many of you are going to be carving pumpkins. You don't even think that's relevant right now, right? All right, a couple more things. My definition of an entrepreneur is when everyone around you thinks you're crazy and you still think you have a good idea. All right? So, do you think the name Monster is a crazy idea? Nobody liked the name Monster. My wife said she wouldn't leave the house with me if I called my business Monster. She's not my wife anymore, but she does leave the house proudly. The challenge of this, being an entrepreneur, you have to act on it. And when you start as an entrepreneur, it is lonely. It's lonely. Nobody thinks you have a good idea, but you think you have a good idea. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result. So I give you two choices. You can either be insane and keep doing the same thing, or you can be an entrepreneur and start doing new things. Right? All right. I want you to be lucky. Right? But what does it mean to be lucky? That's like a lottery ticket, right? But to get lucky, the harder you work, the luckier you will become. It's really that simple. One of my messages to everyone who starts working for me at Monster or now at Eons is you got here because you work smart. You got to work hard for me if you want to get ahead. It's a simple thing. Get lucky versus be lucky. I got another one that's just one word. The difference between a boss and a leader. The boss says go. The leader says what? Let's go. It's cool, right? Let's go. That means I'm going with you as opposed to a boss says go, right? There's some things that are so simple. You're the CEO of your own life. One of the things I find, there's a lot of blamers out there. Everybody blames everybody else for everything that happens to them. The only thing you can't blame anybody for is you. You have to be responsible for yourself and your successes. You are the CEO of your own life. How many of you are going into sales? We're all in sales, right? Whether you're trying to get your significant other to go to a good chick flick and he doesn't want to go, or she doesn't want to go, or whether you're with your boss and you're trying to get your idea across, you are selling yourself every single day. Now, how many of you are in sales? Yes, we are all in sales. Don't forget it. When in doubt and you're nervous about what's going on in your job, get on the phone. Call your mother. It's okay to call your mother. That's a fantastic phone call, or call your father. Because once you get that phone call done, then call the most important call you have to make of the day. Couple more. You make all your money in 2-minute negotiations about once every 2 years. The rest of the time, shut up and do your job because you're a pain in the ass. Right? But in that 2 minutes, you will get the raise because you've done a good job, so don't miss it. Pay very close attention. Do not be high maintenance. There's nothing worse than a high maintenance employee. But when you've done a good job and you just finished a project, pick that moment and say, maybe this is the time I should get a little more money. Right? You got two choices. Either you leave to get more money or you communicate well. So communicate at the right time and be strong and be confident. If you're angry at your boss, write that email, but do not send it. Because you will just about be trying to stop that email and it'll already be gone, and you'll be in your boss's office saying, woo, that wasn't me. I don't know who that was that showed up, right? And a secret isn't a secret unless you can tell somebody. So a good, juicy email definitely goes all over the place. The good morning response. When I get into the office in the morning, the first thing I do is I say, good morning, good morning, good morning. What do I want back from you? I don't want what my receptionist says, not this one, a past one. What's so good about it? I had a lousy weekend. I hurt my leg. Do you want to see my leg where I hurt my leg? You talked about this. You do not want to be in that position. If somebody says good morning to you, what do you say in return? Let me hear it strong and confident. That's all it is. It's not a psychological session. It's not a therapy session. It's just a light touch as somebody's walking by to their desk. My last couple. If you coast, you only coast what? One way, and that's downhill. Who knows you're coasting? You. It's a beautiful thing. You're the first person that knows you're coasting. If you start to coast, turn it around. If you don't turn it around, what happens? Who finds out next? Everybody, your spouse, your boss. It's not a good thing. Do not coast. The shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line. We learned that in 4th or 5th grade. Do you think our life works like this? It's all about getting to the goal that you set. It doesn't matter how you get there. I went to Harvard Business School when I was 37. I didn't have an undergraduate degree. I did a program called OPM and got a certificate at Harvard. And as I was a graduation speaker for my own class, I said, I don't have an undergraduate degree. I went back and got my degree when I was 40 years old. I was asked if I would be the student speaker at my own graduation. On the way home from my graduation, my son, who was 12, said, what are you going to do now? I said, I don't know. He said, your teeth look like shit. Why don't you do something about your teeth? So I got braces. And from when I was 40 to when I was 43, I had braces on. So all I need is the Depends to cover my assets, and I will have gone the entire thing in reverse order, right? So I'm just telling you, I found success. I'm still looking for success. But you don't have to do it the way somebody else told you to do it. Do it your way, but set the goal from point A to point B. All right, my last one. Pay close attention. This one is enjoyable. Don't let anybody tell you how long you should take a shower. Because you can change the world in a half an hour shower. How many of you take at least a 15-minute shower? Raise your hand. Okay, this is not very green. I'm upset with you right now. But for this example, an occasional long shower is very important. What happens when you get in the shower? You put that hot water on your head, and what happens? It feels so good, right? The first thing you start doing is you can almost feel it coming. You're like, Roxanne, and you don't know any more words to that, right? But you say, that is it. I know that is it. And you're going to sing it again, right? And you only know 3 words to the song, right? So I'm in the shower. The only time I know in the shower when I don't know that there's soap, it's actually when I'm in the shower, right? Why don't you remember that when you're outside the shower, right? So I have a little piece of creamy soap and a little piece of clear soap. And I need some soap. So I put these 2 soaps together and I'm like, whoa. The creamy clear soap, that does not exist out there. And I start thinking I could go to the grocery store shelves, it would be Dove and Olay, and it would be the creamy clear Taylor soap. I got it right now, right? Do you do this? Are you ever in the shower and you say, did I wash my hair? And you look around and you feel your head to see if it's squeaky, like if you washed it? That's a 5-minute process. You ever drive home from school or from your job, you have a 45-minute commute in your driveway and you're like, ah, how did I get here? What is your mind doing? First you're singing, then you're inventing soap products, and now you're driving for 45 minutes without paying an ounce of attention. Right? Do you dream? I have a pad next to my bed. I dream like crazy. We were talking about it. I write my dreams down in the middle of the night. Usually it looks like in the morning a Martian came to visit me. There's a bunch of dashes and lines, and then there's this little dark circle where the real idea is, right? Do you do this? You got to write down your dreams, because at 4:30 in the morning in December of 1993, I had a dream about a big idea, a monster idea, right? I wrote down on a pad of paper the monster board. .com doesn't come out in the middle of the night, but it was a bulletin board called the Monster Board, right? I thought I wasn't going to be able to read what I wrote down, so I got up and went to a coffee shop. In 5 hours, I wrote the interface for Monster. We still use it 14 years later. All right? So, in closing, remember the banana? I'm going to haunt you for your whole life. Right? I'm proud to stand before you today and share in this moment. What is this moment? It's both a celebration of your hard work and your achievement, and it's a warm send-off to the future. It's a warm send-off to the future. So you've come a long way, and as you continue to grow, there's really nothing that separates my humble accomplishments from each of your potential. What do you think? I'm here to celebrate with you. You are the graduating class of 2008. This is your day of graduation. Thank you very much.
Did he do okay? Well, I have a present for you, Jeffrey. For the inspiration speech and for everything you did for Kean and for our students, we give you the Medal of Honor from Kean University, the highest medal we can give for peeling the banana correctly. So you're okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kean student soloist Christine Danielson, accompanied by Kean student Kelly Bennett, Megan Boussier, and Stephanie Chelston, who will sing "This Is My Now."
There was a time I packed my dreams away, living in a shell, hiding from myself. There was a time when I was so afraid, thought I'd reach the end, baby, that was then. Now I'm made of more than my yesterdays. This is my now. Now I'm breathing in the moment. As I look around, I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was then. This is my now. I had to decide, was I gonna play it safe, or was it somewhere deep inside, try to turn the tide and find the strength to take that step of faith. This is my now, and I am breathing in the moment as I look around. I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was then. This is mine now, and I have the courage like never before. I settled for less, ready for more. This is my now. Now I'm breathing in the moment as I look around. I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was then. This is my now. When I look around, I can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts that was then. This is my now. This is my now. Thank you.
Thank you. Aren't they great? I'm going to do something today that we have never done before. Something that you have no idea what it could possibly be. Huh? Free parking, right? No. I'm going to introduce Michelle Barnes to do something. I thought about it for a minute. I said, what the heck? Michelle?
First of all, I want to give all honor and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, with whom none of this would be possible. I want to congratulate the class of 2008, and I'm glad to graduate with y'all, and I wish y'all the best with everything. I only want to take 1 minute of your time, and I've taken over 50-some-odd finals, and I've never been this nervous in my life. But I'm going to just go ahead and do my thing. Baby, come down here. Baby, you know I love you. I've loved you since September 25th, 2003 at 10:25 p.m. when I first told you, and I always loved you since then. And I knew in my heart, in my mind, and in my soul that one day I would want to be with you forever and take care of you and give you all of my love and all my trust, respect you and honor you, and treat you like a queen you ought to be treated, like my mother raised me to. My peers and myself believe that part of the American dream is getting a college education and graduating, and I believe that is. But another part of the American dream is being with someone who you love and having a family. And I already love you, and we already have a family. So the only thing is missing is this, baby. Crystal Janae White, will you marry me?
Yes. Yes.
Wasn't that
Thank you
great?
for your time, everybody.
Back to the chairman of the board.
Wow, I believe. Hallelujah. Each year, Kean University honors distinguished citizens and friends of the university. Honorary degree recipients are chosen by a committee representing the university. This committee reaches out for honorees with a record of service to the community and nation. Our 2008 recipient is Michelle Gadsden-Williams. She is the Vice President and Global Head of Diversity and Inclusion at Novartis Pharma AG, where she has successfully integrated diversity into all aspects of the business. In her impressive career as a diversity executive and champion of equality and social justice, Michelle has become an exemplary role model, a community advocate, and an active philanthropist. It is fitting that she was recently named Harvard's Businesswoman of the Year. In short, we are exceptionally proud of this very gifted Kean alumna. Will trustees Helen Baltimore and Mike DiAgostino please come forward? Will Miss Michelle Gadsden-Williams please come forward? Not yet, not yet, not yet. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey and the Kean University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Here, I'll pick it back. Congratulations, Doctor. I'll take this for you, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
President Farahi, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, fellow graduates, honored guests, family and friends, good morning. It was just shy of 20 years ago when I too graduated from this wonderful institution. And it is inconceivable to me that I stand here before you today to receive an honorary doctorate of humane letters
from my alma mater. I have fond memories of my time at Kean University, and although I have not been back to visit Kean in quite some time, I remember my undergraduate years as particularly rewarding and fulfilling on multiple levels. First, let me say how deeply honored I am to receive this award for the work that I truly found a love and passion for. Being recognized for one's personal achievements is a wonderful accomplishment. However, I certainly will not take all of the credit for my successes that I've had over the years. My core philosophy in both my private and public life is a simple one. As Jackie Robinson so eloquently put it, a life is not important except in the impact that it has on other lives. I have also been shaped by the people I have met along my personal and professional journey. Mr. Ted Childs, my friend and mentor, Dr. Janetta B. Coles, my parents and others who have influenced and shaped my thinking and approaches to this work. I have followed their lead, and it has been a privilege to take their teachings and cascade them to wide-reaching and wide-ranging corporate diversity and inclusion efforts. I have had the profound privilege of working for Novartis Pharma AG for close to 6 years now, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies. And at Novartis and in every place where I've worked, I've asked myself the profound question, what kind of legacy would you like to leave behind? And my response to that question has been quite simple and extremely consistent over the years, and that is to ensure equity, parity, and social justice in the workplace. My goal is to ensure that every individual, regardless of their difference, has a seat at the table where they feel respected and valued and has the ability to be him or herself without compromising any piece of who they are, where they can realize their own potential and contribute to the business performance of the company. Now, for a lot of us sitting in the audience, I know that sounds like utopia. However, that is what we're striving for, and that is a level playing field. There is nothing more important to me than striving to be a good human being. And if I've helped a few Novartis associates, mentees, and others succeed over the years, if I have furthered diversity and inclusion efforts to make for stronger individuals and for a stronger corporate core, then I will have considered myself lucky and successful. Lucky to have had the opportunity to help others, and successful that I was able to leave an organization in better shape than which I found it. And I cannot ask for anything more in a business career than that. Whether it's serving as an advocate on Capitol Hill and raising monies for lupus, or helping to raise scholarships for academically gifted minority students, I will continue to give back to the world what it has given to me. There are a couple of things that I'd like to leave with you as you leave this fine institution and begin your careers. One, don't fly stealth in your respective fields. Identify your unique skill or quality. Differentiate yourself from the masses. Keep your skills sharp and stay on top of your game. Continue to educate yourself. Be fearless. Don't be afraid to take risks. Create, innovate, and seize those opportunities as they are presented to you. And last but certainly not least, lift others as you climb the corporate ladder, or whatever ladder you choose to excel in. Each of us has an obligation to help another person succeed. Before I conclude, there are several people whom I'd like to thank. First, I'd like to thank my parents who are here today for instilling in their children the power of unrelenting straight talk and seeing the good in all things and all people. To my siblings, my extended family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, many of which who are sitting in the audience today, and who have coached me over the years, and who have coached me along the way, even during my darkest moments, I thank you. And I'm certainly saving the best for last. To my husband, who will be graduating this month, thank you for allowing me to be nothing more than my best self. Without his support, love, encouragement, and dedication, I could not have taken advantage of the opportunities that have been presented to me. And finally, Dr. Farahi and Kean University, I thank you. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be with you this morning. Thank you for recognizing my achievements, but more importantly, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak to the graduating class of 2008. I wish all of you the very best in your future endeavors. Be the change that you want to see in the world. God bless.
Would Trustee Ada Morale, the Vice Chair of our board, please come forward and join me again? At this time, I would like to present a few of our graduates with their degrees. First, I would like to bring back the performers who have entertained you here today. As I announce your name, please come forward and receive your diploma cover from Trustee Morale. Megan Bossier. Allison Dakani, BA in Music Education. Allison? Where's Allison? Okay. Daniela Suarez, BA in Music. No? Okay. See, if you guys had the chance, you would be here, wouldn't you? Next, I would like to present diplomas to today's students, sign interpreters, who are all receiving their BA in Speech and Hearing Sciences. Veronica Cotto. Nicole Francino. Gabrielle Mehar. Bridget Tenner. The next two are in theater graduates who are also staff members of the Office of Theater Management and Programming, Ernest Glenn and Timothy Regan. Tim Regan. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Jonathan Hassinger is representing Science and Technology with a BS degree. Jonathan secured a teaching position in chemistry at Yeshiva High School even before he completed his student teaching and wrote a feather article that was published and placed on the cover of Science Scope. It is no wonder that he's graduating with one of the highest GPAs ever. Did he come?
Yeah, he just passed.
Okay. I was reading, there are two graduates from Ocean County College through Kean at Ocean who received perfect 4.0 GPAs. Thomas McChivirna and John F. Richards. Thomas? Thank you, thank you. Frank? Take your hands on the way. Thank you. Thank you. I have also said that our goal is to create a university where you would be proud to send our own kids to. So at this time, I would also like to present diplomas to the sons and daughters of our own Kean University faculty and staff. Heather DeLuca. Lindsay Klein. Lisette Yvonne Ruiz. David Salon. Ryan Stewart Gardner. David Valentine, John Valentine's son. Brett Wyatt, Sergeant Wyatt's son. Okay, now it could possibly be your turn. It could be your turn. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Vinton Thompson, to present the class of 2008.
And it is your turn. We will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the 5 colleges. We will first recognize those candidates who will graduate with honors. The university has already honored the academic accomplishments of these graduates in a separate honors convocation, and they are noted in your commencement program. Students who graduate summa cum laude have earned a grade point average between 3.85 and 4.0 on a possible 4.0 scale. Will all those graduating summa cum laude please rise? Thank you. Magna cum laude graduates earned a grade point average between 3.65 and 3.84. Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise? And cum laude graduates earned a grade point average between 3.45 and 3.64. Will those students graduating cum laude please rise? Thank you. The dean of each college will now read each major, and those graduates as groups will be asked to stand for recognition. Dr. Christy Riley, Dean of the Nationwide Graduate College, will present the New Jersey Center for Science, Technology, and Math Education candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the New Jersey Center for Science, Technology, and Mathematics Education, it is my privilege to present by degree the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. I will ask these students to rise and be seated. The Bachelor of Science in Science and Technology.
Thank you. Dr. Alfred Ngome Ntoko, Dean of the College of Business and Public Administration. Here they are. Will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Business and Public Administration, it is my privilege to present by degree and major discipline the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement, as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. I will ask each group to rise in turn and be seated. For the Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, Economics, Public Administration. For the Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Finance, Management, Management Science. Marketing. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Antoko. Dr. Frank J. Esposito, Interim Dean of the College of Education, will present candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, it is my privilege to present by degree and major discipline the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement as judged by faculty, proved worthy. I will ask each group to rise in turn and be seated. For the Bachelor of Arts, Early Childhood Education. Educator of Individuals with Disabilities. Elementary Education. Physical Education. Recreation Administration. Special Education. Where are they? Speech and Hearing. Teacher of the Handicapped. Bachelor of Science, Athletic Training. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Esposito. Dr. Kenneth Dollarhide, Dean of the College of Humanities. And Social Sciences will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, it is my privilege to present by degree and major discipline the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. I will ask each group to rise in turn and be seated. Bachelor of Arts, Communication. English. History. Philosophy and Religion. Political Science. Psychology. Sociology. Spanish. social work, Bachelor of Science, Psychology and Psychiatric Rehabilitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Dollarhide. Dr. Xiaobo Yu, Acting Dean of the College of Natural Applied and Health Sciences, will present candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Natural, Applied, and Health Sciences, it is my privilege to present by degree and major discipline the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement, as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. I will ask each group to rise and in turn be seated. Bachelor of Arts, Biology, Chemistry, Earth Science, Mathematical Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Chemistry, Computer Integrated Design and Manufacturing, Computer Science, Earth Science, Electronics Technology, Health Information Management, Industrial Technology, Medical Technology, Telecommunications and Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Yu. Dr. Carol Schaefer-Koros, Dean of the School of Visual and Performing Arts, will present the... There they are. Will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Farahi, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Visual and Performing Arts, it is my privilege to present by degree and major discipline the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates have, by character and achievement, as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. I will ask each group to rise in turn and be seated. Bachelor of Arts, Art History. Fine Arts and Fine Arts Education. Media and Film. Music and Music Education. Theater. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art. Theater Performance. Visual Communications. Bachelor of Science, Graphic Communications. Bachelor of Industrial Design. Congratulations.
The people who entertained you today, I want to...
Get somebody?
No. Well, yeah, we found Alison DeCani, Daniela Suarez, and Monica Rodriguez Nativa. Please come. There's not enough of them.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Ah, thank you. Okay. Wait a minute. We have one extremely special presentation. You remember about 2 years ago, you probably read in the paper that the Kean student was on dialysis. What?
Their degrees weren't conferred.
Which one?
Industrial design? Design. Which design?
Go get.
Interior design.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Okay. 2 years ago, a student of Kean University.
It's my interior design
Oh, okay. Present them then.
Apologies, and I would like to recognize the students in interior design. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
Okay. 2 years ago, please, 2 years ago, a Kean student had kidney failure, on dialysis, and needed a kidney. A classmate with absolutely, positively no relations whatsoever volunteered to give her a kidney. The classmate was graduated last year and now is in law school, Kelly Miller, excuse me. And the person whose life was saved by Kelly Miller is graduating today. So please welcome Morgan Johnson to the graduating class of 2008. Morgan? Oh, there's Kelly. I didn't know she was here. There's Kelly. There's Kelly. There's Kelly. Kelly, thank you. And Morgan, congratulations. Now your time has arrived. And you are see, I could stand here. And it could be the longest 30 seconds you've ever had. So there you go. By the virtue of the authority delegated to me by the Kean University Board of Trustees, and in recognition of your attainment in completing the curriculum prescribed by your faculty, I am pleased to confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, or Bachelor of Social Work, with all the rights and honors and privileges thereunto appertaining. So the faculty and the graduating class of 2008, please stand. You are hereby graduated from Kean University in the year 2008. And effective immediately, you may sit down because you're members of the Alumni Association of Kean University. So I'd like to welcome the President of the Alumni Association. Sit down, please.
Thank you, Dawood. As Dawood said, you are, and it is my pleasure to welcome you into a very special group today. You are now a member of the Kean University Alumni Association. You are our newest members, and you have joined an organization with over 70,000 fellow alumni spread around the world. Isabel Waxman has said, "It is indeed ironic that we spend our school days yearning to graduate, and the remaining days remember nostalgically about our school days." That's where your Alumni Association steps in. We are the link to the memories of your years at Kean, to the friendships, the laughter, and all the hard work it took to get from your first day as a freshman until today at graduation. But the Alumni Association does not stop there. We are the link to your future. You will be receiving from us a whole lot of information of how you can stay in touch with your alumni and your fellow graduates. You have alums in all 50 states and in dozens of countries around the world, and it's important that you know that your fellow alumni are very successful. It has been said that graduation is only a concept. In real life, you graduate every day. Graduation is a process that goes on to the last days of your life. If you can grasp that idea, you really can make a difference. I want to show you your official Kean University alumni sunglasses. And I have a pair of these for each one of you as you leave today. So make sure you get your sunglasses. I also want to invite you today to your first alumni event, which is the Summer Splash. It's held on June 21st at Bar A in Belmar. Your invitation will be in the mail soon, but mark the date. It's an afternoon of fun and maybe an adult beverage or two. I also want to invite you back to the gala, which is coming up later this month, actually June 5th. The gala is a celebration of Kean University, and I would like you to be there. If you need information, you can check our website. I, too, am a fan of Dr. Seuss, and Dr. Seuss has said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Thank you, and once again, congratulations to you, the alumni. I would like now to introduce to you a very special member of our alumni community. Jacqueline Cutting graduated Kean University 50 years ago, and she would like to say a few words to you now. Jacqueline.
Thank you. Good morning, graduates. Congratulations. My name is Jacqueline Kimberlin Cutting, and I graduated with the class of 1958 from Newark State Teachers College at Union. The college moved from Newark to Union in the fall, and commencement was held on campus in June 1900. Wait a minute. It's held on campus in June. I've been selected to be here today because I am one of a group of proud Kean alumni who have come back to celebrate our 50th anniversary reunion and to celebrate you in all this wonderful transition that you're making. It is an honor to be here to support you and to support future students like you by maintaining a strong relationship with Kean. We are always tied to this university and always will be. Through the legacy, you too will help to honor and carry on. You can imagine your future. We can all imagine your future. I'm sure it is bright, full of possibilities that are directly related to your earning a bachelor's degree from Kean University and creating a network of new friends, colleagues, and faculty mentors with whom you will always have a special bond. I'd like you to stretch your imagination a bit further. Imagine yourself standing here like me 50 years from now, standing here after realizing your dreams of developing a fabulous career, perhaps going on to earn a higher degree, securing your well-being in whatever way imaginable. Standing here like me, looking out to a sea of bright, proud graduates and inspiring them with your success, your loyalty to Kean, and your endurance. And if it is you who will be standing here congratulating the class of 2058, yes, 2058, imagine that. I hope you feel as amazed at yourself, the students, and the university as I do. I know you will do a great job. Whatever you're feeling, and whatever you say, I have one very important request of you. Please tell them that the class of 1958 says hello. Thank you. Thank you.
As proud alumni, I ask you to join the student singers in singing our alma mater. The lyrics are in the back of your program.
As we march forward toward our horizon, lo, we will trust with pride in our education, raising our flag of silver and blue. To Kean we will always be true. The spark of knowledge has ignited within us. We go forward, spreading light to all around us. Our future is clear, and we're grateful to thee. To Kean we sing our loyalty. So we rally round and stand here before her, the pride of the Garden State, with reverence and honor, knowing our purpose is strong and true. We lift our voices and we rejoice in Kean
Thank you, ladies. I want to introduce Minakosa, our student trustee, who will say a few words.
Wait, people, there's still more. dear members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Farahi, faculty, parents, and family of the class of 2008. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you on such a special occasion. Congratulations on being the 2008 graduating class of Kean University. I would first like to thank God, my father, my mother, my brother, and other family members. I would also like to thank Dr. Farahi for his selfless leadership during this era where a vision can be transformed into a reality. Dr. Farahi has maintained Kean University's mission while enhancing, uplifting, and strengthening its ability to meet its demands of our diverse student body. I would like to thank our faculty for all of the help and support that they gave us. With their guidance, we have been trained to become critical thinkers and compassionate leaders. Their encouragement has guided us and fueled us to drive courageously to be the best and to achieve the most. I would specifically like to thank Professor Medro. It is because of him I stand here a compassionate and critical thinker. Today I would like to talk about a crucial but a simple concept: hope. Webster's dictionary defines it as to wish for something with expectation of its fulfillment. Now, if your expectations do not come fulfillment, it doesn't mean that you have lost your hope. That is why I would like to define hope as making sense of a situation and not getting frustrated with the outcome. A great example of this is of the mothers, millions of mothers around the world who will not have enough food to feed their children today, but they have hope that the next day they will receive the necessary food to feed their children. To have hope, you do not need to be rich. To have hope, you don't need to be a particular skin color. To have hope, you don't need to be a part of a particular religion. With hope, you need no requirements. America is the beacon of hope. It is only a place such as this great nation where my story will come true. And it's only in America where a person can work hard and as a result achieve all of their goals. I believe, and I believe you should, that we all need to learn how to operate our lives out of hope and not out of fear. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Listen, I need 60 seconds of your time, and we'll have everything organized, and the parents will know where to go, and so will you. I'd like to thank all those who so graciously participated in this commencement exercise, and a special thank you to the committee and the marshals and our sign language interpreters, Dr. Carol Goodman and Monica Rodriguez-Nativo. I have a few very short announcements to make before you turn your tassels. As I indicated earlier, if you'd like to have your name read and walk across the stage to receive your diploma, please remain in your seat. The speakers will start to read your names in approximately 20 minutes. The marshals will make sure that you are lined up in correct order, but if you have any questions, ask the marshals. Parents and friends, this is important. We must ask that you stay, if you're staying for the second ceremony, please remain in the seats designated for guest seating and leave the front section for graduates. If you do not wish to stay for the second ceremony, please exit as quickly as possible through the route that you proceeded in with. And please proceed to the tent in the parking lot where you lined up this morning. This is where you will pick up your diploma covers. As you know, your actual diploma will be sent to you in the mail soon. If you'd like to have a picture taken with your friends or family, this will take place outside the big tent adjacent to the amphitheater. If you do not want to have your picture taken, you may simply pick up your diploma cover and enjoy the rest of the day with your family and friends. This process may take a few minutes, so I thank you in advance for understanding and your cooperation. Also, be sure to pick up a copy of the Star Ledger, a great memento for today's event. We're there. Graduates! Hallelujah. Now, in the tradition of the university and as a symbol of your earned degree, please turn your tassels to the left corner of your cap. Congratulations, and we declare the 2000 academic year to be ended. Thank you.